Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution here, and I'm here to do a weekly reading for Gemini Libra Aquarius. If you guys are an air sign, this may resonate. Take the pieces that you feel are for you, that touch your soul. Disregard the bits that don't. Don't make it about you if it's not. Don't make it fit if you don't feel it's for you. It's just going to cause you undue stress, right, in any situation. But know that no matter what we get, what the cards say, or what messages Spirit gives us and what guidance we get, it's still up to you guys, your active free will, and the choices you make and the steps you take to get to your fulfillment. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to jump in to guide, guard, bless, and protect this reading. And any of you who would ask for it, guys, if you want Archangel Michael or any of your guides or angels in your life, just ask. They're there for you. And I'm also going to ask my team of light to jump in, hop in, and join me and use me as the clearest channel for the most far-reaching of any of you. So while I'm going to shuffle these here a little bit, but I just want to thank any of you who are returning, who've watched before, if you've been with me for a while, or if you're one of those loyal ones that have been with me for the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world. And at the end of this, if you're new, if this resonates, please feel free to hit subscribe, join the journey with me, and you know, it'd be wonderful to have you along this journey anyway. So let's see what we have. This is from the Messages of Life by Mario Jude. We're going to see what's one message you can give air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for this last of the month, sorry. So we're going to get 4, and this deck really wanted to talk with air signs as well. So the bottom one, though, is Welcoming Happiness, and I'm going to take it with Master of My Life. So we got 4. Application, right? All this recalibration, all of this rethinking, everything. It's time for integration. So that means that we finally got it in. Now, how are we going to apply it out into the world? This is kind of like any new skill you learn, right? It takes a while to learn it and then to integrate it, to understand it for you, and then how do you make it fit your world? How do you act it out into the world? So the laws of universal love take root in my life. Everything learned during my spiritual quest must now be applied. The knowledge of the mind will be transformed into life knowledge. I radiate love at all times. I overcome my ego. I allow light to transform my heart and my thoughts. I act in accordance with the will of God. If you see here, she's this tree of life. She's in here, one with the tree, connected to Spirit. And when you're here, this is where there's a lot of knowledge. So this could be definitely a week, guys, where transformation happens. And I definitely feel like Welcoming Happiness being at the bottom, it's time for you really to shed and share that light. Open up to the joy that's available to you. And I'm also hearing like the divine, always surround yourself with that light. So welcome divine love manifesting in me, through me, and around me attracts that, divine love, so welcoming happiness, divine love manifests in me, through me, and around me, attracts all that I need for the greatest benefit of my soul. As I work to increase my inner light, I become the emanation of love and joy. Thus I reap the happiness and beauty of all that I've sown. Beyond. I rise above the worldly illusions of fear. I always have the choice of how to live each step of my life. I therefore choose to live each situation in the light by turning my thoughts towards God. By living beyond the illusions of the material world, I enter into simplicity and peace. Gates of heaven, right? This is knowing that you have capabilities, infinite capabilities. You guys have the ability to connect with the divine, connect with Spirit, and apply the knowledge and apply the gifts, apply the information that you get into your everyday worlds. And as you can do that, you come into unity with yourself and others. But this is first off coming into unity in your own little bubble of little protection here. Today I become one with my inner light. I live in the present moment and stop trying to defy time. I no longer react according to my fears. There will never be a valid reason for me to stray from my own inner light. I become calm and regain a lightness of spirit as I connect with my inner self, center in my heart, and glow in all my divinity. Guys, the more you connect with heaven and the more you connect with spirit, the more you listen to your intuition, listen to your guides, listen to the messages, know that literally you have powers capable, like you are capable of powers beyond most people's minds can understand. And when the divine is speaking to you, or when they give you messages or clues, really pay attention to that, and know that fear is illusion. It's real, but usually if we can move past and transcend that fear, if we can move beyond that fear, that's where you welcome in your happiness, guys. So I'm going to take another minute here and see what else we have. So I'm going to bring in a Keeper of the Light Oracle as well for the next week ahead for air signs. Please, Spirit, what do you have here? What would be some helpful information or helpful energy? So you've got some soul expansion happening, right? This is application. This is also unity. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. The world is interconnected, and we are all interconnected with each other. We are all able to access sacred information. And there is, I'm hearing, mission. So you could really be coming into your mission as well, guys, right now. Coming into, knowing into consciousness where you want to go. Coming into unity with yourself and into spirit, and expanding those places of your soul where maybe you thought, I'm hearing we're stagnant. It's time to go beyond what you've thought and enter into this place of simplicity and peace. So what else? What other energy could be helpful? So white feather, and I was looking for my feathers. I like to wear feathers in my hair because I like to embrace my warrior self. And honestly, I couldn't find them anywhere. So, but the white eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern could be healing right now. And I've been feeling a lot of ancestral karma releasing over these past few days. So I'm recording on, I don't know. It'll show at the bottom, but through this whole week, up until the 24th, right? So it's been a lot of releasing of karma. So we also get transcend here. And this is rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. Honor your ancestors, connect with them. You might be getting, even in spirit world, in your dream space, you could be ancestors of long past. Could be, your spirit guides. Could even be, your family or loved ones. I know sometimes as well, there are certain loved ones of mine that when they come into my conscious awareness, when their spirit makes themselves known to me, there's usually reasons why they're here, and it's like, hey, heads up, something's going on. It's usually hard for me to even pinpoint it, but there could be a lot of help coming in from your ancestors. This could also be connecting with your family as well, but as you connect with okay, this could also be spiritual ancestors as well. You could be meeting soul family or people that sorry guys, I'm find more over that white eagle. He's the last in them? No, he's not. Okay, yes, he's the last in this. Okay, so he is the guide, this one, and this could be why it's the white eagle spirit, right? Like, he is the guide. Who helps create clear channels in our bloodline and our spiritual lineage so we can access the heart of the Creator. Oh yeah. He also helps us move into sacred ceremony where we can hold sacred space to honor a change, transition, celebration, or anything else that deserves time. He is wonderful for clearing space, and we can call on him for help in forging for spiritual connections. Take some time to honor just how far you've come, recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness, healing, and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have or have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family in spirit so you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. So a lot of release the stuff that is no longer here, right? Transcend it. Use your ancestor. And this is where I was saying, like, a lot of ancestral karma. I'm going to be honest with how I was seeing it. I was getting, like, flashes of stuff. I know it was not my lifetime. I know it wasn't. But it was like a movie reel and just clips and pieces of things that were like, why? This isn't mine. And it was like, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, as it released, it felt so much better. But this time I knew what it was. Other times I've been really, really confused on what this is, just for any of you interested in it. Sometimes if you're empathic, we can release the karma through our bloodlines, through our ancestors. Trauma is stored in our DNA, and for just example, wars, World War II, my great-grandfather was in World War II. That stuff stays, and it's like, there could be, this is where it's like the pattern, there could be something that through generational lines has been passed down, a hurt, a trauma, something carried, that somehow you find yourself very attached to. This could be it's your kind of job. It falls to you in the family lineage to be the one that releases it and breaks the cycles and changes. And this is where the application comes in. If you know now what's going on, transcend it. Transcend the confusion. Know that what's coming it's time to go, and do that ceremony. Listen, put some candles on, have a bath, sage yourself, smudge yourself, light an incense, but consciously ask Spirit to help cleanse this stuff, like something ritual. Could also be like smoke. I was being really drawn to cedar today. It could also be like, burning a little bit of cedar to cleanse your spirit and your soul as well. But know that coming into unity within your own self and your own divinity, and knowing that your thoughts, keeping them in the light, transcending any of the ancestral karma that's here, because this is how we get out of those loops. Okay, and also I'm hearing thought loops. Get out of anything that's old paradigm. Start working, and I know it's hard, but start working on applying these new paradigms into your world. What is this shift? How does it look for you? And, I'm going to pull in a Native American tarot for anyone interested. This is the card book, but it's very, very interesting. I'm going to ask Spirit some advice. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the beaver. Work hard, right? Takes hard work. But we have the sturgeon, number 9, which is about wisdom. What wisdom have you learned over this last little bit, or over time? What wisdom can you use to transcend the heartache, transcend the hard time, transcend everything that has been difficult? Because the sturgeon knows that at the bottom here, there's definitely gold and there's light. So we also have number 24, and this is the peace pipe. This is using your wisdoms of times past to bring peace, knowing that I feel like transcending, rise up, honor your inner force, right? Use that inner force that says, I'm going to transcend fear. I'm going to transcend my ego. I'm going to transcend anything that keeps me down, and I'm going to bring peace. And then we have, I believe this is Tirana and the Cosmic Buffalo, and we have number 25, which is the circles, and about alliances. So, let me see what 20 is, just to be clear, because I get these ones a little confused sometimes. Number 20, this is about fulfillment. Tirana is the god of the heavens and the creator of the world and the guardian of the cosmic buffalo. Each one of the buffalo's hooves is part of the cadence of the 4 eras, moving until it is completely consumed. When the last hoof is consumed, the world will enter a phase of destruction from which will rise up again only with the buffalo's rebirth. This is the life cycle and a reminder that there is a proper time for everything. Periods of lack are followed by times of abundance. So, if things are not how you'd like, remember that the natural cycles of life will bring about change. Everything is born, grows, and dies, thus attaining fulfillment. And some of the key words here is there's fulfillment, completion, cycles, rebirth, the power of time, ending and beginnings. And, we're ending out March, right? I feel like this is a big, big shift, a big, monumental, okay? Monumental in bringing peace and fulfillment and learning the wisdom, right? Transcending all of the old bad behaviors or whatever it was, whatever situation, that if this is resonating with you. And using your alliances, as well as this could also have more, it's alliances, but it's also necklaces and how they adorn with the beadwork and I'm hearing like talisman of potency, but this is the things that we hold sacred. So what has meaning? For example, the bear paws, right? If this is one of your kills, so to speak, okay, here, you would put it on your necklace to be like, this was mine, this is a pride. There's amulets of protection here as well. And so you've got a lot. This could be with another people. This could be forging alliances out into the world and welcoming happiness. But this also is, I feel like understanding your own power and knowing that there's wisdom and that you have power really to change the world with this cosmic buffalo, to bring the change with the cycles and fulfillment. Use the knowledge you've gained over this time. Number 25. Let's see, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So the circle is a symbol of life in the shape of the necklace and the wampum. To enter the circle means to be born. Rebirth, my friends. To leave it means to be deprived. Let's see. It is also a symbol of time because the cycles of the sun and moon are heavily circles. This necklace and the belt usually have general magic woven into them, as well as protective properties. Different materials such as turquoise, crystal, obsidian, coral, and shells provided more specific properties. In addition, different colored beads were woven into patterns to create symbols and add further meaning to ritual items. Life is a circle and all are connected. View your enemy as a potential ally. Wisdom, baby. To learn and see his flaws as skills. So alliance, protection, support, advice, and influential people. Fridays is the time. So there could be just for any of you, like, that could be something specific, but if it's not date specific, it's like, it is really step up time. Wow. I'm going to get an earth magic. But it's definitely time, like, put the work in, okay? These times of endings and beginnings and ends and cycles of protection, it's like you know how to bring peace, you know how to bring change, and you know how to transcend anything that's kept you down. And there is unity here. It's time to apply everything that you've learned over the winter, all of your stuff that's happened in stillness, all of this stuff, okay, in your monkhood time. Whatever it is definitely time to level up, transcend the fear of, and the doubts is what I'm hearing. See the reflection in this calm and this still. And I'm feeling like I heard day for night. I've been listening to a lot of Tragically Hip. One of the first, like, CDs, I think it was a tape actually, the cool tape was the Tragically Hip that I received from my aunt a really long time ago, and it's day for night, and it's like black and white dualities, and this is what I feel like. This is same but totally different. We have a frozen lake scene, cold, wintry. Well, then we've got this lake in the stillness, which neither one, there's not movement, but this one, it's like there's no possibility of movement, where here it's just this calm, serene, peaceful place, and it's like summer versus winter. So again, dualities here, but I feel like this is trying to transcend and move past dualities into unity, right? We have this unity card here, moving into unity, using the